Welcome to the Aqua Flow Crypto Lab. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to be part of the lab, subscribe to the channel. I upload new videos every week to share my opinion about the crypto market. That said, let's begin. In today's video, we are going to talk about Bitcoin and XRP. You need to know that even if you have no money invested in Bitcoin, you cannot ignore what it does. You have to monitor the behavior of Bitcoin as much as the other investments you made. It may be XRP, Ethereum, the ETH, DOT, etc. There are so many coins out there, but at the end of the day, Bitcoin is still the king. And as long as it keeps its position into the crypto game, your favorite coin cannot go to the moon if people don't expect higher prices for Bitcoin. So let's take a look at BTC first. There are three things to know about Bitcoin right now. First, Bitcoin crossed the cloud line. And we know that usually when the price of Bitcoin is above the cloud line, so in the blue area, we have tops, and below it, in the red zone, we have bottoms for Bitcoin. So, seeing Bitcoin closing below the cloud line was a warning sign. And I said that we needed to wait to see if Bitcoin will have its next candle below the cloud line or if it will be able to close above the cloud line. Indeed, to say that Bitcoin is officially below the cloud line, we need to have a full body of a candle below the cloud line. Let's take a closer look. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently fighting. Bulls are currently trying to push the price above the cloud line. Next, we need to pay attention to the blue line, the aqua line. We know that Bitcoin usually stays above this line. You see, we have a bounce, we have multiple bounces every time Bitcoin is touching this line. So we know that we have a very strong support just below us. And the third thing we know, we have a very strong area of support and a very strong confluence area here around $2,000 because we have the 200 weeks moving average in red. Here we have the golden line catching every bottom of Bitcoin, as you can see here, here again, and here again. So we know that this is a very strong support for Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin is going lower, this would be the target. At the same time, we have the mountain indicator in green, and as you see, the bottom indicator is also catching the bottoms of Bitcoin. It's the case here, it's the case here. You see it in the past, it was the case here also. So if we go back to the current situation, we have the 200 weeks moving average, we have the golden line and the mountain indicator. In addition, we have the spotlight indicator in yellow. And every time Bitcoin crosses the spotlight in yellow, we have a very big event in the market. Here it was a very top. Here it was a very big bottom before going into a bull market. And we know that in April, it will start in February until April, and we know that we should get a very big event for Bitcoin. That said, I have to add one remark. The aqua line is pretty far away from the golden line right now, so if the aqua line stays strong and the price is not able to go below the aqua line, it means that the aqua line needs to go lower before seeing the price going down. Okay, so if we expect Bitcoin to go lower, first we have to see the aqua line going lower. Does it make sense? So to sum it up, I really like what I'm seeing right now because as you can see, the bulls are trying to push the price above the cloud line. This week, we went pretty low, as you can see, very close to the aqua line, but we went all the way up to retest the cloud line, and I can't wait to see where the price will close this week. That's all for Bitcoin. Let's move on to XRP. Let's take a look at the moonshot chart. You already know about this chart. You know that every time the yellow line crosses the green line, we have a moonshot or a sell-off. And since this sell-off, the price has been struggling to go up because you see the price of XRP against Bitcoin is going lower and lower and lower. But since this very low, we have been making higher lows with this low and this low, but at the same time we have a very strong pressure to the downside because we are making lower highs and we are using the green line as a very strong resistance. And if you want a simple signal that will say, well, XRP will go up, it's very simple to understand. We need the yellow line to go above the green line. It's a very simple signal, but as you can see, since this cross, the price has been fighting to go above the green line, but it's not able to do it, guys. So we have to be patient. If you still believe in XRP, the only thing you need is this signal, the yellow line going above the green line. And right now, we have a pretty strong pressure to the downside. We have still the price below the yellow line, which is pretty bearish, but at the same time, we have the red line, which is a very strong support, because as you can see, we touched it, we had a strong bounce. Here again, we touched it, we have a pretty strong bounce. We touched it here and here, but every time we touch it, we have lower highs. And this is what scares me the most. So we have a pressure right here and we have the price holding the line. So we have to see the breakup. Where will it happen? Will we be able to break up like this, crossing the yellow line and crossing the strong resistance to the downside, or will we break down like this? And this would be a very bad sign that the price of XRP is going lower, and the next support would be this area. I hope it's clear. I'm really trying to make things simple for you. You don't need complicated indicators to try to anticipate the markets. Sometimes with very simple rules, you can have insights of the future. So again, I can't wait to see what will happen. We know that in the past, you see it, we have a cross, we have a strong moonshot. I remember about 2017, I didn't know anything about XRP. But when I saw this, it blew my mind. And I hope that one day, I really hope that one day, we will be able to see such a move in the future. And if you still believe in XRP, let me know in the comments if you think that XRP will be able to reach again those incredible areas. Let's move to the next chart. As you can see, the situation hasn't changed much. We still have XRP below the bull bear market line in blue. We crossed it, we retested it as a resistance, we got rejected in a strong way, and right now XRP is sitting on the 180 exponential moving average, and we tested it one time, two times successfully, and we had a small bounce. At the same time, if I draw a line matching with the moving average, you can see that this price was a very strong area of resistance here, here, and here, and a critical area of support just right here. Okay, we tested it one time, two times, and this is the third time that we are testing this line. Also, I remarked one thing. You see that currently the price of XRP is around 0.60, and if we go back in the past, 1 year ago at the same date, at the beginning of February, it was at the same price. This means the only difference is that 1 year ago we tested it as a resistance here, and 1 year later we are testing it as a support. Isn't it amazing? This is showing us that coincidences don't exist in this market. So currently this is the area of the battle. We have the bull bear market line in blue and the 180 weeks exponential moving average saving us right now. So if you want to know what will happen for XRP, you have to look at this zone. Of course, if we go lower, we know that the orange indicator just right here was a very strong support. Here we had a bounce. Here again it was a bottom, we had a bounce. Here it was the very bottom of XRP for the last bear market, and we went up. Again for the SEC sell-off, we touched it, we went up. So if we go down, I expect that if we touch this orange area again, we will have a strong bounce. Does it mean that it will be the very bottom of XRP? Of course it doesn't, but it means that we should get a nice bounce. And next week, the target price would be around $0.43. You already know this is not financial advice, just my opinion. Now let's wait and see. I'm still waiting for the list of the coins that you want me to talk about. Right now in my list, I have, of course, BTC, Ethereum, XRP, VET, DOT, Shibu. If you have other coins, let me know below. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up. That's all for today's video. It's time to leave the crypto lab. Thanks for watching. Do not ever be afraid to make new experiments. And if someone tells you you're crazy, just tell them. Time will tell.